Good morning, friends. Lecture number 4, 11th standard, myself Vijay sir. I'm going to teach you the topic about the sigma and pi bond in organic chemistry. So our today's topic is lecture number 4. Our today's topic is lecture number 4 on GOC, sigma and pi bond. This is our today's topic. Clear? We are going to learn sigma and pi bond and how to calculate sigma and pi bond in a given compound. Previous three lecture number 1, we have started with the introduction. Lecture number 2, in that lecture we have completed the hydrocarbon and the types and types of carbon. Then after there was a chain, alkyl chain, types of alkyl chain. The number 1 was a normal alkyl chain, second one was the isopropyl, isobutyl means isoalkyl chain. Then after there was a neopentyl, neohexyl means a neoalkyl chain. Clear? So previous three lectures that we have completed already. In today's class, we are going to learn sigma bond and pi bond. So let me explain this thing. Clear? It's a very easy topic. It's very easy topic, my dear friends. It's a very easy topic. So let's start how you will calculate sigma bond and pi bond and what we mean by the word sigma and pi. So you have to remember one thing in your brain, that sigma bond means bond formed by sharing of electron. What you have to remember? You have to remember sigma bond means bond formed by sharing of electron. In a bracket, covalent bond, format axial overlapping. Is it clear, my dear friends? Clear? What we mean by the word sigma bond? Sigma bond means a bond formed by a sharing of electron. A bond formed by a sharing of electron between two elements at axial overlapping. What exactly these words want to say? Clear? What exactly the meaning of the statement? So let's identify the meaning of this statement. Suppose you are given with two elements. And here I am assuming that is A and B. AB is a given element. Clear? AB is a given element. Now, between A and B, one electron is shared, and that is a one strong bond formation take place. Clear? That is a one strong bond formation take place. Now listen to what is happening here. This bond is formed by axial overlapping and is very strong bond. This bond is formed by a axial overlapping and is a very strong bond. Clear? So this bond is known as a sigma bond. Clear? Any doubt, my dear friends? Any doubt in this topic? Not at all. So let's revise this topic again. Bond formed by sharing of electron. You got it? Bonds formed by sharing of electron. Please write down in your copy. Bonds formed by sharing of electron at axial overlapping. That bond is known as a sigma bond. here you are given with the two elements A and B, and here I am assuming that between A and B there is a formation of sigma bond take place. Clear? So any other bond rather than sigma bond, that is considered as a pi bond. Is it clear? Any other bond rather than sigma bond is known as pi bond. Is this clear? It's a very easy topic. See, suppose here between A and B, that you have to suppose between A and B that is a double bond. So as we already know, the bond will be a sigma. So any other bond rather than sigma bond is considered as what? Pi bond. Is considered as what? Pi bond. So suppose I am going to ask you a question. What about the number of sigma bond and pi bond in a bond between A and B? So pi bond is equal to number of pi bond. Number of pi bond is equal to 1. Number of sigma bond is equal to 1. I'm sure this topic is clear. Let's revise it again. We have considered the two types of bonding in organic chemistry. The first one is known as a sigma bond. Second one is known as a pi bond. How you will distinguish between the sigma bond and pi bond? So sigma is the strongest and formed by the axial overlapping, while this is not formed by the axial overlapping. More details that you are going to study in 11th standard part 1 in a topic of physical chemistry, that you are going to learn all this stuff. Clear? I'm sure this topic is clear right now. So let's solve the number of examples based on this topic. Clear? I'm sure, my dear friends, that is a very clear topic. Okay, so take a screenshot and let's start the example based on the sigma and pi bond. Take a screenshot. Example based on the sigma and pi bonds calculation. See, one thing that I forget to tell you, my dear friends, you have to send your homeworks on a given WhatsApp number that here I am providing you, that is given in the below of the screen. Please send me your homework on this WhatsApp number, my dear friends, with your name and your class number. Clear? So let's start the examples. Based on the sigma and pi bond calculation. Okay, so let's start calculation of sigma and pi bond. Let's start calculation of sigma and pi bond based on the previous topic. Let's start. Clear? Number 1, suppose you are given with a CH4. Clear? This formula is known as a complete formula, that everything will be revised again. See, this formula is known as a condensed formula. Condensed formula of methane. Condensed formula of methane. Is it clear, my dear friends? Alright, done. How we will draw the bond angle formula and how we will draw the complete formula, that you already learned. This is a complete formula. Now suppose you are asked to identify the number of sigma and number of pi. See, the first thing that you have to check whether you see any double bond here or any triple bond, not at all. So all bonds will be a sigma itself. Is it clear? All bonds will be a sigma itself. So number of sigma bond is equal to 4 and number of pi bonds is equal to 0. Is it tough, my dear friends? No, not at all. It's very easy. Let's start the second example. Suppose you are given with ethene, CH2, double bond CH2. This formula is a condensed formula. First of all, what you will do, you will write the complete formula. So how you will write the complete formula? Between two carbon there is a double bond. Between two carbon there is a double bond. Two hydrogens are attached here with first carbon, and two hydrogens are attached with the second carbon. Clear? So this is considered as a complete formula. This is considered as a complete formula. This is considered as a condensed formula. Right? Now tell me how many sigma bond is here? This bond is considered as a sigma bond. This one is considered as a sigma 4 and this one is considered as a sigma. What you learn in the definition of the pi bond? Any other bond rather than the sigma bond is considered as what? It's considered as a pi bond. So this bond is considered as a pi bond. Now what you will write? Number of sigma bonds is equal to, let's calculate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of sigma bond is equal to 5 and number of pi bonds is equal to 1. Number of pi bonds is equal to the 1. Is it clear? So with these two examples are done, let's start with the third example. Now suppose you are given with the ethane, CH triple bond CH. Now I am writing here that formula is considered as a condensed formula. Clear? Now how we will draw the complete formula? How we will draw the complete formula? Please draw it right now in your copy, my dear friends. Please draw it right now in your copy. So between two carbon there is a triple bond. Is it ready, my dear friends? Between two carbon there is a triple bond and one hydrogen is attached. Sorry. One hydrogen is attached here. One hydrogen is attached here. Now you have to find out the number of sigma and number of pi bonds. So how we will find out it? Yeah, very good. Everyone is now becoming intelligent. One sigma, second sigma, third sigma. Is it clear? 1, 2, 3 sigma. What we learn? Pi bond means bond rather than sigma bond. Clear? So here these two bonds are considered as a pi bonds. So number of sigma bond is equal to 1, 2 and 3. Number of pi bonds is equal to 2. See, the more you practice, the more you master. That is a very easy shortcut, clear, to understand the chemistry. Now, let's start the number 4. Let's start number 4. It's extraordinary. This one is extraordinary, so let's start with number 4. Suppose you are given with CH3, COCH3. Clear? See, step by step, we are moving towards the difficult topics. Clear? It's not difficult, but how you will write the complete formula, that matters to your answers. Is it clear? Now this condensed formula is given. What you have to do, you have to write the complete formula. So let's start this complete formula. First of all, you should know the name. You should know the name, my dear friends. The name of this structure is acetone. Acetone. I'm damn sure you all understand this word acetone, clear? And you have seen it. Girls mostly know this thing. Acetone is used as a nail polish remover. Clear? मतलब जो पॉलिश लगाते हैं ना, वो रिमूव करने के लिए इसका यूज होता है. समझ में आ रहा है? Alright. So this is a acetone condensed formula. This is a condensed formula. What you have to do? You have to write the complete formula. So let's write down the complete formula here. C with this carbon 3 hydrogen. First hydrogen, second hydrogen, third hydrogen. Ready? With this carbon one oxygen is here. I don't know about the bond, so don't put it. You don't know about the bond between carbon and oxygen, so don't put it here right now. This carbon is attached with this carbon. Clear? Here oxygen is not attached with the carbon, so never make a mistake. Clear? And this carbon is attached with more 3 carbons. Now consider the valency of this carbon. 1, 2. What do you know? Carbon has a maximum capacity to form the 4 covalent bond, but here only 2 covalent bonds are there. So remaining 2 is formed with the oxygen. So this is a complete formula of acetone. This one is a complete formula of acetone. Now let's calculate number of sigma bond and number of pi bond in a given structure. Sigma, sigma, sigma. If you are finding the answer very fast, it shows that you are concentrating the lecture. And if still there is any doubt, any questions that you find, then you can directly WhatsApp me on a given number. So definitely we will try to solve out your doubts, and your interest in the subject will be improved, right? So 1, 2, 3 sigma is here, 4th sigma, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and here only 1, 9. Clear? So what we got? We got that if there is a double bond, then 1 sigma 1 pi. If there is a triple bond, 1 sigma 2 pi. That's it. If there is a double bond, then 1 sigma 1 pi. Triple bond, then 1 sigma double pi. Here the 1 sigma will be here and 1 pi bond. Now calculate number of sigma bond. How many sigma is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 sigma bonds are here. What about the pi bond? Number of pi bonds is equal to the 1. Now let's solve more examples. Number 5. One more example, number 5. Suppose you are given with CH3CN. Now how we will write down the sigma and pi bond? So let's start the calculation. This formula is known as a condensed formula. First of all, you have to write the complete formula. So how we will write the complete formula here? First carbon, that is 3 hydrogen, first, second and third. Ready? Okay. Now there is one more carbon and there is a nitrogen. Now let's consider this carbon and check the valency. Carbon should have maximum 4 covalent bond. Clear? Now check it. That is only 1 covalent bond. So 3 is left in. So there will be 3 bonds. It's clear. Very good. Okay. Now let's find out the sigma bond. Sigma, sigma, sigma. This one is sigma. Between this, in this 3 pi bond, sorry, in this 3 triple bond, 1 sigma, 2 pi. So you will write down number of sigma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number of pi bond 2. Let's solve the last example of calculation on sigma and pi. See, you can check one thing, that is a one symmetry in our solution. We are only solving the aliphatic topic. So now we will have a new question. So this new word, what we mean by the word aliphatic? These all are the aliphatic compounds. Now we will have a question, my dear friends. What is aliphatic? What is aliphatic? So let me tell you. Have you ever smelled methane gas? Not at all. Have you ever smelled propane gas? Not at all. Clear? Means a compound, an organic compound which do not contain any kinds of aroma. Organic compounds which do not contain any kinds of aroma is known as what? Is known as a aliphatic compound. Is it clear? And suppose it contains aroma, then it is considered as a aromatic compounds. So now In the next topic, we are going to calculate the number of sigma bond and number of pi bond into the aromatic compound. I'm sure you understand. Incense has particular smell. Suppose we consider the one more topic, rubber. When you burn the rubber, that is typical smell and typical smoke. So rubber is considered as an aromatic compound. Clear? Benzene. Benzene has a typical phenolic smell. The smell like what's the color? Maybe. So that can be considered as an aromatic compound. Naphthalene. Have you ever seen naphthalene? That naphthalene tablets. It's actually artificial camphor tablet. Is used on in wardrobes. That is also aromatic compounds. A compound which burn with a sooty flame. Please write down, my dear friends. Please write down in your copy. Compounds which burn with a sooty flame is known as what? Is known as a aromatic compound. Clear? So last example of the aliphatic compound. Now suppose till here we have completed and there is a less pi bonds are present. Clear? Now suppose you are given with 4 carbons. That is a double bond. That is a double bond. Clear? One single bond. Now complete the valency. That's very easy. With this carbon, 2 bonds are there. So remaining 2 bonds are with hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4th hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4th hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you write the answer? Can you write the answer? Can you solve this question? How many sigma will be here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total sigma 9. Pi 1 and 2. So I'm sure that you enjoy this lecture and this topic is clear. Now more practice will be given in the description box. Please don't forget to send your homework on Knowledgeans or any other students. If you wish to send your homework copy, you can send me in a given WhatsApp number that I am providing in the slidings. So please, dear friends, don't forget to prepare all the lectures. And one more request to all your students, please watch the complete video till the end. Clear? That will be very beneficial for you. And one more thing to all my friends. Again, I am wishing you very best of luck that you all are preparing well, that other students are wasting their time, you are investing your time, and definitely that will be very useful. Thank you for today's lecture. Please take a screenshot, my dear friends, and make a copy. Don't forget to send me your copy, okay? Take a screenshot, my dear friends. Okay, bye.